Welcome to the Upstate CFO Council. This organization was founded in 2019 by Robert Bendetti in order to provide a networking and educational forum for senior financial executives to share best practices, to discuss current financial issues, and to learn about current topics related to the performance of their job.
Monica, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Doing pretty well for a rainy day.
Oh, I know. If it's raining up there now, it's going to be raining in Charleston in a few hours. So thank you for the heads up. That was you're the weather lady for today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Monica Rockwell is the owner of the aptly named Monica Rockwell LLC, outsourced CFO services and consulting services. Monica had her undergrad from the University of Pittsburgh. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Master's degree in tax from Robert Morris University. Is that correct?
That is.
You are a certified public accountant. And something interesting that I found out about you is that you are involved in a bunch of charities. I think you're also a member of Safe Harbor, a domestic violence center in Greenville in the upstate, serving the upstate. Is that true?
I was the president of the board last year, and I was on the board for 8 years, and I just rolled off in December. It's a great organization, and as you can imagine right now, undergoing a lot of stress and strain with people, trapped at home.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your service in your community for 8 years. That's awesome. And what a great organization. I read about it, and Safe Harbor sounds like a great organization and something that sadly is needed in all communities. And glad that it's up in the upstate.
Yes.
Monica, let's get to it. All right. Question number 1 is, what is your favorite business book and why?
Okay, well, let me preface that by saying that I tend to read far more articles, business and otherwise, and listen to podcasts more than read business books. But one that I read years ago and that I still refer back to a piece of advice from is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and the quadrants in which you can work. And I frequently remind myself to be working in important but not urgent, because I find I do not do my best work when I'm feeling too under pressure. It kind of stops the thought process and the flow and ability to focus. And so that one kind of has stuck with me, probably of any business books I've read.
That's good. Very good. Now I said you don't get a second take. I do. Ha ha. My son will edit that out, that terrible unmuting. Monica, excellent book recommendation and great retention on remembering the key facts of the book. Very well done. Question number 2 is, what is the best business advice that you've ever received?
Quote unquote, be intentional. And that's in your personal and business life. And that ranges from being intentional about the information you consume, the media sites you're on, the people that you engage with, business, from a personal perspective. And, it's about being more mindful as you travel on this kind of journey through life. And so you kind of don't get distracted by a lot of noise, especially right now that's going on. So I'm trying to, it's easy. It's a short phrase. It's easy to forget. It's harder to do than it sounds. But I'm trying to kind of work with that, especially right now.
That's good. Yeah, be intentional. That's powerful. Sometimes the shortest phrases are the most powerful. All right, Monica's bringing it today. Question number 3, what is a new tool maybe that you've recently started using, or a new habit that you've started that you found beneficial?
So a friend of mine is an artist, and she recently started art coaching classes, and she's in my networking group and was talking about wanting to do this, and I offered to be her guinea pig. And we've been doing it. I guess we've had 4 or 5 sessions at this point, and it's really not about, she's not teaching you how to do art. It's about bringing art in, it's about bringing creativity into your life. So it kind of meets you where you're at. And a lot of the session is talking through where you are and what you're looking for and what you need. And then it brings creativity and joy and, helps you process your emotions. And it was really timely that it happened right now. So obviously, early on, it was pretty hard for me to focus many days. So it's been useful.
That's really cool. I like that. Art coaching and the idea of creativity. Have you enjoyed it? It sounds like you have. And do you want to give that art coach a plug here?
Sure. Yes, I have enjoyed it. It's been very useful. She's very good at pulling out of you where it is you want to go, because it's really about the individual taking the course. And her company is called Atop Serenity Hill. She has a website, and her name is Consie, C-O-N-S-I-E, Sindet, S-I-N-D-E-T. I really highly recommend her.
Excellent. Question number 4 is, as owner of Monica Rockwell LLC Outsourced CFO Services, what is the best part of your current job?
I think it's the teamwork. I'm kind of as a contract consultant, I'm in a somewhat unique position in that I often feel like I'm part of my client teams, but yet not. And so it gives me a unique perspective. But the clients I have been fortunate enough to work with, everybody pulls together and works as a team. And especially in these challenging times, it's been really great. Anymore, as accountants, we know we can't work in silos. We work as part of kind of cross-functional teams. So I'm enjoying everybody that I'm working with.
That's cool. I think it's a good mindset too. I've started trying to think of myself as an internal consultant, because I think that helps me focus that I have clients and I have customer service is important. And so I'm trying to think of myself as the positive side of being a contract consultant myself. Monica, what is something personal that you would be willing to share with the council that maybe we don't know about you?
Let's see. Well, since I've had more time to be at home and not socialize and think through some things, I've had this idea that I might consider going back and getting a graduate certificate in public policy. We'll see. One school I talked to wanted you to commit to doing 15 hours a week of schoolwork, and that's a little bit excess when you're working and have other things going on. So we'll see. I can check into other places, but it just sounds intriguing to me.
Oh, that does sound cool. Yeah. The idea of lifelong learning is cool, and public policy, like accounting public policy, like business public policy, or
not necessarily. I've just always I find politics and history and all of that is just fascinating to me for whatever reason. And sure, there's certainly a financial component to that interweaves into all of it, but that probably wouldn't be the main focus.
Cool. Monica, question number 6, last question, is what is something that I didn't ask that I should have asked, and what's the answer to that?
Oh, let's see. What's the most interesting job I've had? We'll go with that one. So my first professional job was I worked for the Federal Election Commission, which is the federal agency that kind of oversees political campaigns. And I audited Bill Clinton's first campaign. I spent a summer in Arkansas doing that. It was kind of cool. I got to travel around on somebody else's dime all over the country.
On our dime as taxpayers, or
hey, somebody had to do it.
Yeah. Did he fail the audit?
It's been so long ago, I don't remember. I think the second one would have been the more interesting one. The stage in the Lincoln bedroom and all of that.
Monica, this was awesome. I love this interview. When I was doing my internet research, I had gotten to your Twitter account, and I did a really good job not bringing up the fact that we have a little bit of a difference of opinion around policy and politics. It definitely seems like You're not going to want to borrow my Ronald Reagan book, but
Well, and honestly, I hardly ever post on Twitter, so you must have found some old stuff.
But this was fantastic. Learned a bunch of good stuff. And really, I think this is a cool call to action with being mindful and being intentional. I think that's something we can all do right now. So thank you very much, Monica. This is awesome. You're awesome. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.